Hey guys, Dark Wolf here. I keep hearing people dogging on this new Mandela Effect movie, and I cannot tell you the shame I feel for this community right now. We always wanted people to take us seriously, to really look at this. So we get a movie that comes out about what we're dealing with. And all people can do is say how bad it is and how it's going to hurt us. Really, guys? I don't know if we're watching the same trailer or not. I know Recall Vector did a video a while back and he just really tore it apart. Along with other YouTubers that I've seen, including Jay Chris, and I even called in Brian Staveley's show one time about this. So I want to give you my breakdown, since I'm apparently the only person on this whole YouTube that has a positive thing to say about this movie. And yes, it is going to be a positive review. So if you want to click away now and you want to believe it's a bad thing, go ahead. Alright, let's get started. I'm sure you guys have seen this 100 times, but I'm sure you haven't heard my take yet. Hold on, I need to make sure the audio is coming through. Okay, there it goes. Back this up a little bit and start from the beginning. Here we go.
Sam. My precious Sam.
Hey, Sam. Stay where we can see you.
Becoming parents gave Claire and I a greater sense of purpose.
Whoa.
Every day brought with it new memories, each one sacred in its own way.
It doesn't feel real.
Okay, now, we're to the part of one of the first things I wanted to talk about, and that's death. A lot of us, not myself, but a lot of us has had death as being one of the main triggers before we saw this effect, whether it's a personal near-death experience or losing somebody we care about, like in this movie. So, no, they're not using this as a crazy trigger to try to set people off. They're trying to show what we really deal with. They're trying to show how we are treated. I'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, death has always been a major trigger as far as seeing that something's not right in the world. So for the ones that have been crying about how they're just using that, we've all experienced, at least a good majority of us have experienced that in this community. That's not off base. Let's keep going.
I know exactly what you mean.
Dad? Dad, I'm scared.
Alright, here's one part I've heard a lot of people talk about. It is a horror movie. They have to Hollywood it up just a little bit. They have to keep people's attention. There's got to be some Hollywood moments here. It's the way it is. That's just how it is. But they're still not making us look like a bunch of whack jobs or nutbags, as I heard someone say earlier.
She's going crazy. I saw her.
And that aside, I've seen that same thing in a lot of different horror movies, where they think they're seeing something that could or could not be there. But that's actually explained later in this movie.
You should think about talking to someone. Like a grief counselor.
When Sam died, I began to notice these inconsistencies.
Right there, it talks about a grief counselor. You need a grief counselor. Every one of us has been told at one point or another that we're mistaken, or we need a counselor, or we need to see somebody. That's not something they're pulling out of thin air either. We've all been told that. Understand, the guy right here, that's us. That's the main character. That's every one of us. He represents the affected people. Everyone else in this movie represents how we're treated by the outside world. They have to say some of these lines. Let's keep going.
Do you remember where this was taken?
Yeah, it's Griffith Observatory.
I swear, I remember taking this photograph, but we were in Seattle.
How would you feel if you could no longer trust your own memories?
Okay, there's one line I've heard a lot of people talking about too. In the beginning, is that not how it felt? That we couldn't trust our own memories? Till finally we realized our memories are the ones that are correct? Is that not what everybody tells us? Have we not each and every one of us dealt with that ourselves? I know even after finding the effect and starting this channel, I still wondered if it was false memory. It took flip-flops for it to show it to me, till I became 100% convinced that false memory couldn't be a thing. but they have to portray just that. Let's keep going.
You remember the children's book when you were growing up about the family of bears?
The Berenstain Bears.
Berenstain. Stein.
Somebody pointed out that they're using the one in the dark. I don't think that's significant. It may be. Maybe I'm wrong. There is a lot of artistic work in here. But could it just be by chance that just the one they grabbed?
We've been hard to reach lately.
I just started noticing some things and...
Like what?
There we go. This is something else Recall Vector pointed out. Berenstain Bears conspiracy theory. You know what? This is a real search right here, guys. I've done this search. Personally. This is what really comes up. They're not trying to make us look cuckoo. They're trying to show how we're treated. This is what the internet says if we type it in. At this point in the movie, he's probably trying to verify his own memories like we all did. Trying to find out what in the world is actually going on, if he can find any information about it. I've not personally seen the movie. I'm going off the trailer. I've had people who have seen the movie, and they've given me a full report. I'm not going to put spoilers in here. But understand, this right here we're looking at, that's not in order to make us look cuckoo. He didn't do that to make us look bad. He did that to show that's what we're told. That's what we're going to find when we go looking for answers. That's what anybody's going to find when they go looking for answers.
What kind of things?
We're living in parallel universes.
Can you picture the Monopoly Man? What's on his face?
Monocle.
And I like that they used real examples in here and recreated things as we remember. I've heard nobody saying that. How good it is to see things as we remember it. Everybody just wants to tear this trailer down. It's going to make us look bad. No, it's not. It's going to make us look how we're treated.
Apparently, it's never been the case.
The Mandela effect.
Either we're sliding between parallel realities, or like a simulation, and it's glitching out.
Do you hear yourself right now?
Maybe it's in my head.
There's something else. Do you hear yourself right now? A lot of people are mad because she's skeptical. Well, you know what? Everybody's skeptical of us. I can't count the people I've told about it. I've been told I'm crazy, I'm misremembering, I'm this, I'm that, and the other. They have to put those in there to show how we're treated. That's not saying that's who we are. No, that's saying that's how people tell us. That's how people treat us. That's what people say about us.
Head clear, but what if it's not? Maybe none of this is real.
This, of course, is going into simulation theory, and that's something else that I like. I've heard timeline theory so far. I've heard simulation theory so far. They're expressing what we have went through so far in life, trying to figure out what theory fits. Does any theory fit? What could work? I bet they even mentioned time travel at one point. Although I'm pretty sure they narrow it out. I don't know. I've not seen the movie. But from what I've seen, it looks like they lay out a couple different theories as we have as a community.
What the hell is going on?
I'm not crazy. I need to know the truth.
What makes you think this is gonna bring your daughter?
That line right there, I'm not crazy. How many times have we each said that? Everyone telling us we're misremembering, we say we're not crazy. We know we're not crazy. Let's keep on.
Back anyway.
I design games. I code.
If this is a simulation, I mean, if this is code, then I can do something.
It's no small thing shutting the world down. There's something you're gonna need to understand. Ideas are dangerous things.
Now, I don't quite understand where they're going with that line. And I do have a gripe that it looks like they went heavily with simulation theory. That's my only gripe. They did have to Hollywood it a little bit, yes. I've seen nothing in here to make us look crazy. What I've seen is the journey that almost every one of us has taken to get to where we're at today. How people have treated us. How we found it, a lot of us, with death, not myself, but death being a large trigger for a lot of us. So since everybody wants to tear this movie down and decided that it's just not good at all, guys, we wanted a movie. We wanted people to look at this for a long time. Now they're looking at it and everybody said, oh, they're going to make us look crazy. No, they're not. They're giving us a voice, guys. What is wrong with you guys? I don't understand. I thought this was a great thing. We get our own movie. And it's not just by any director, some guy that decided he wanted a topic. This guy's been in the forums for years. I've seen him in the forums. I don't think I've ever directly contacted him, but I have seen him in the forums. He's one of us, guys. He's not trying to make us look stupid. Would you guys please give it a chance? Quit making these videos saying how horrible and bad it's going to be for our community. Why? Why does it have to be that way? It doesn't. It's not. And also, this isn't releasing like a Steven Spielberg worldwide release. This is releasing video on demand on the internet. This is not going to touch the wide audience everybody thinks it's going to touch. Guys, please, stop tearing this movie down. I beg of you. For once, we've got something from our side. We've got people looking at our community. Let's not cuss them out and make them look stupid. They did this to help us. They did this to get the word out about the Mandela effect. To show how we're treated in real life. So maybe people will look into this and also realize something's wrong. I just seen Grand Supreme News do a video about it. I like Grand Supreme. Lewis is awesome over there. Guys, if you don't know that channel, check out Grand Supreme News. Lewis is great. He has a very strong Christian base. He does all kinds of topics, not always Mandela effect. He's actually trying to get away from that. But it's a channel I enjoy, and I was surprised to see him do a breakdown of this movie in a negative fashion. I don't know why I was surprised. That seems to be all that is out there right now, is people talking how bad and scary it's going to be. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's just not. This is a great thing for this community. Hands down, this is a great thing for all of us. Instead of having to explain ourselves on the street, we can say, hey, go check this movie out. This is what we deal with. This is how we're treated. I can't tell you guys how upset it's made me to hear all these video creators tearing this down. I understand skepticism. I get it. Trust me. I get it. I'm as skeptic as they get. I try to call BS on every Mandela effect I find. And I'm a believer. I understand skepticism, but guys, let's quit tearing this movie down until it actually comes out and we can see it. Please? Can we not just hope that it's going to be a good thing? Can we not pretend for a minute that this is great for our community? Because it is. Has anybody seen the Flat Earth movie? You know why? It don't exist. We have a movie. We have a place in society now. We have a place in the pop culture. And it's only going to grow from here. I've been ranting a couple minutes now, and I apologize for ranting. But this just upsets me a lot. This guy took his time, money, and energy to make a movie for and about this community. And all we can do is tear him down? Really? Is that what this community is about? Because that's not the community I signed on for. The community I signed on for was love and support and helping each other. You're free to think what you want, and if you think it's going to be a bad thing, so be it. But I beg of you, please give it a chance. At least wait to tear it down until after you've seen the whole thing. Can you just do that? This guy did this for us, everybody. That would be like the conference I just had. I personally hosted. And everybody's saying how bad of a thing that is. Oh no, people might come to this conference. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. I did it for the community, so is he. Please, guys. Can we please give this movie a chance? It's showing real effects. It's not making stuff up. It's showing how we're really treated. It's showing how people really talk to us. And it's showing some of the theories we've come up with that might be causing this. I see nothing but positive in this movie. Please, everybody, I beg of you, give it a chance. Quit tearing it down. At least till after it comes out. Now, it comes out and it makes us all look stupid. I'll be the first one to come on here and make a retraction video and tell you how bad it was. But I don't see that happening. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dark Wolf. And this has been Dark Wolf's Den. And remember always, stay awake, but dare to dream. Bye, everybody.